Hello and welcome to Liverpool Report. This is your home for all the latest Liverpool news, match updates, transfer stories, and in-depth analysis. Stay connected and never miss a moment. Subscribe now to stay ahead with everything happening at Anfield. Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold were seen in a tense training ground moment ahead of Liverpool's Crunch Champions League semi-final second leg against PSG at Anfield. The duo came together ahead of the game, with Salah seeming altogether more jovial than his teammate. The Egyptian shoved Alexander-Arnold in the chest with both hands, all while wearing a big grin on his face. Ibrahima Konate and curtisjones stepped in to hold Salah back, albeit in a jokey manner. Harveyelliott then stepped in as the duo came together once more, with Konate leading Alexander-Arnold away. While Salah was clearly enjoying the incident, the England defender looked more riled by proceedings as the duo prepared for the League One leaders with other Liverpool stars. The duo are both out of contract at the end of this season, along with club captain Virgil van Dijk, who was evidently unconcerned by the flashpoint as he walked past. The Reds are enjoying a stellar first season under Arneslot. They have a 15-point buffer at the top of the Premier League over nearest challengers Arsenal, having come from behind to beat basement boys Southampton on Saturday. Arsenal could only draw at Old Trafford, stretching the gap at the top of the table. Attention now turns to the Champions League, with Slot's side holding a 1-0 lead over PSG heading into the second leg. They had just 2 shots in the Parc des Princes compared to PSG's 27. But Harveyelliott's strike was enough to earn victory and a first leg advantage. Ahead of the game, Slot isn't getting ahead of himself. I think, after this game, still a long way to the final, he said. We know we can play Villa Brugge and then maybe Arsenal and one of the Madrid teams. We are all good enough to reach the final. So difficult to say. PSG have a game of football to lose, and us as well, so I do think both, at this stage, have been here. We were not even in this stage, and this was the round we were knocked out 2 years ago. Usually these teams go far in this tournament. Milos Kerkez has whet the appetite of Liverpool supporters and left them begging for the club to sign him this summer. The Reds have been reported to be prioritising a move for the Bournemouth left-back as they begin to plan for Andy Robertson's successor. The Hungary international, 21, has impressed under Andoni Iraola with the Cherries and was signed by Richard Hughes, who is now Liverpool's sporting director. Arne Slot has yet to leave an imprint on his side, adding only Federicochiesa to the squad in the summer. The Dutchman is expecting a busier time in the summer transfer window, however. Kerkez continued to build enthusiasm behind Move On Saturday after delivering an outstanding assist. The full-back drove up the left flank before delivering a perfectly placed cross into the path of Marcus Tavernier to open the scoring against Tottenham. Liverpool should definitely go for him, said one social media user. That was prime Robertson there. Milos Kerkez is the LB Liverpool have to sign, added another. Can't believe people want Hato instead of Kerkez. Kerkez is the perfect Liverpool full-back, posted a further Reds fan on X. Honestly, sign Milos Kerkez now. Unbelievable, said a supporter. Bring Milos Kerkez to Liverpool ASAP, demanded another. Others said the move should require no second thoughts. Milos Kerkez feels like the most obvious Liverpool signing in a long time, one user posted. Kerkez feels like such an obvious signing for Liverpool. As much as I like other LBs like Gutierrez and Ait Nouri, there's something different about the Hungarian, added another. We have to sign Milos Kerkez no matter what. He plays like Robertson when he was much younger, and he's just 21. Just watch his assist for his Tottenham today. Kerkez's efforts could not prevent Bournemouth throwing away a leader, however. The Cherries were 2-0 up in the second period against Ange Postecoglou's side after Evanilson doubled the visitors' advantage. Spurs were able to find a way back into the game. However, when Pape Matar Sarr sent a curling effort from the right past Kepa Arrizabalaga, the Spanish goalkeeper then brought down Tottenham star Son Heung-min as the game reached its finale. The South Korea international made no mistake from the spot to ensure the Lily-Whites escaped with a point. Reflecting on the game, Iraola said, "The first goal we conceded is a matter of luck, but the second one we should do better, defend better. It's a cheap penalty to concede." "I think Kepa is frustrated," he added. "I think Son is smart. He goes to one side and forces the contact, but Kepa gives the referee an option." Andy Robertson felt it was a bit of Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool which helped turn this game around. The Reds under Arne Slot are known for being more orchestral than the heavy metal football side, a phrase coined by Klopp during his time at Anfield. When Liverpool won the title in 2019-20, they were famed for their relentless pressing and fast transitions which blew teams away. Now, under Slot, it is more about control and building play up before taking teams apart. It has helped with injury prevention and fitness as they challenge on three fronts. But here, against bottom-side Southampton, and after making Slot angrier than he has ever been in his debut season at Anfield, with a poor first-half showing, they rekindled some of Klopp's style to turn the game around. The first 10 to 15 minutes of the second half, I thought we blew them away, and that was maybe similar to what we have kind of done in previous seasons, said Robertson, who was brought on at half-time. But maybe we have a bit more control and have time to be a bit more patient where the 19-20 team was. Probably when we got the ball we killed people on the counter-attack and in the half spaces, and before they even thought about it, we were in front of goal. It is different, but I do still think we have elements, and you saw that in the second half where we were very gung-ho and just put Southampton under pressure and kept them penned in. Thankfully, the lads had their shooting boots on, and we were able to punish them. Will Smallbone had put Southampton into a shock lead right before the break after a defensive mix-up between Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. Yes, Captain Virgil van Dijk said when asked if it was the angriest he'd seen Slot, who was banned from the touchline, at the break. But if you look at the first half, he had every right to be angry. And I think from his point of view as well, it was even more frustrating to see. But we did what we all wanted in the second half, and what he wanted as well. And now we move on. Darwin Núñez, who escaped a red in the first half for kicking out at Kyle Walker-Peters, scored the equaliser 6 minutes after the restart. The Uruguayan forward was then fouled for the first of 2 penalties, and Mo Salah netted from the spot in the 55th minute. Salah scored again from 12 yards after Yukinari Sugawara handled in the area late on. That's 27 now in the Premier League, and with 9 games to go, Erling Haaland's record of 36 is in his sights. This was also the 19th game in a row in all competitions in which Liverpool have scored 2 or more goals. Slot's football is different to Klopp's, but it is potentially more consistent. Klopp's Liverpool won 1 league title and 1 European Cup in his tenure. There's a real chance Slot can match that in 1 season, which would be remarkable. Robertson added, "It is just different ways of playing, and we've all had to adapt to the different managers' 2 different styles of play, and both are enjoyable. Hopefully both are as successful."